Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. This simple truth can change everything for you. It's not about having all the answers or being perfect. It's about choosing to see the world with a positive mindset, no matter what's happening around you. Your attitude can attract the success you've always wanted, and it starts with the way you choose to think. In this video, I'm going to show you how your attitude plays a bigger role in your success than you might realize. When you stay positive, even through tough times, you create a mindset that opens doors and attracts opportunities. It's all about believing in yourself, staying focused and making the choice to push forward, no matter what. So stick around and let me show you how a positive attitude can lead you to the success you deserve. Let's dive in. Number 1, the foundation of success, your attitude. If you want success in life, there's one thing that will make the biggest difference: your attitude. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping for luck to come your way. It all starts with how you choose to think and feel every day. Your attitude is what shapes your path, and it's what keeps you going when things get tough. Your attitude is the foundation of everything. Everything you do in life is influenced by your attitude. When you wake up in the morning, your attitude will determine how the rest of your day goes. It's like this: if you wake up thinking this day is going to be tough, guess what? It's going to be tough. But if you wake up thinking today is going to be a great day, then you've already set yourself up for success. Here's the thing: life is not always going to be easy. There will be setbacks, there will be challenges, and there will be times when things don't go the way you expect. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they handle those tough moments. People who have a positive attitude don't let the bad moments stop them. They keep going because they believe things can get better. They keep moving forward because they know their attitude has the power to change their situation. Having a positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring the tough times. It doesn't mean pretending everything is okay when it's not. It means looking at every situation and asking yourself, what can I learn from this? What's the best way to handle this? A positive attitude helps you focus on solutions instead of problems. It helps you focus on what you can do, not on what you can't do. When you have a good attitude, you start to notice opportunities everywhere. You start to see things you didn't see before. You start to believe that you can handle whatever comes your way. And that belief is powerful. It's like a magnet that attracts good things into your life. You start meeting people who are positive and supportive. You start seeing opportunities to grow and improve. And you start feeling more confident in yourself. But I want you to understand something really important here. Your attitude is a choice. Every single day you get to choose what kind of attitude you'll have. You can choose to be positive even when things aren't going well. You can choose to see the good in any situation, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. And when you make that choice, you're in control. You're not letting life dictate your attitude. You're choosing it for yourself. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Life can be tough, and there will be times when you feel like giving up. But remember, the only thing that can stop you is your attitude. You can choose to stay positive even when things are hard. You can choose to keep going even when you feel like you can't take another step. And if you do that, you will eventually find success. The good news is, having a positive attitude doesn't require special skills or talents. You don't need a lot of money, connections, or resources. You just need to choose to think in a positive way. You need to make the decision to focus on what's possible, not what's impossible. And when you do that, you'll be amazed at how your life begins to change. Let me tell you something about successful people. They aren't the ones who never face challenges. In fact, they probably face more obstacles than most people. But what makes them different is their attitude. They don't let problems hold them back. They keep pushing forward. They keep believing in themselves, and they keep looking for solutions. And that's why they succeed. Remember, success doesn't happen by accident. It's not something that just falls into your lap. It's something you create. And it all starts with your attitude. You have the power to control your attitude. And that's the first step toward creating the life you want. So don't wait for things to change. Don't wait for someone else to make things happen for you. Take control of your attitude today and watch how it transforms your life. Because the truth is, when you change your attitude, you change your world. Number 2, attracting opportunities through positive energy. Attracting opportunities into your life. It's not about waiting for the right time or hoping things will magically fall into place. Opportunities don't just show up by chance. They come to people who are ready for them, people who are putting out the right energy into the world. Now you might be wondering, what kind of energy are we talking about? The answer is simple: positive energy. Your attitude, the way you approach the world, the energy you put out to others. This is what attracts opportunities to you. If you want opportunities to come your way, the first thing you need to do is focus on being a person who radiates positive energy. And I'm not talking about pretending to be happy all the time or ignoring the struggles you face. I'm talking about having a mindset that is open, optimistic, and willing to see the good in situations. It's about looking for solutions instead of getting stuck in problems. Positive energy is contagious. When you're in a good mood, when you're thinking positively, people around you can feel it. And that feeling is what draws them to you. They want to be around you because your energy makes them feel better. People want to help those who lift them up, not those who bring them down. So when you put out positive energy, you naturally start attracting the right people into your life. People who want to support you, people who want to work with you, people who want to see you succeed. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who just lights up the room? Someone who, when they walk in, you immediately feel like they've got something special. That's positive energy at work. And here's the truth: you can have that energy too. It's something you can create, something you can nurture every day. When you have positive energy, you start seeing opportunities everywhere. They start popping up all around you. You start noticing things you didn't see before. New ideas, new people, new ways of doing things. It's like putting on a new pair of glasses and suddenly being able to see a whole new world. Positive energy opens your eyes to possibilities that were there all along, but you just couldn't see them because you weren't looking with the right mindset. But here's where a lot of people go wrong. They think opportunities will just come to them if they're positive. But it's not enough to just have a good attitude. You've got to put in the work too. You can't sit back and wait for things to happen. You have to be active. You have to take action. Positive energy is about having the right mindset and taking the right steps to make things happen. For example, if you want to find new job opportunities, you can't just sit at home and hope someone calls you. You need to get out there. You need to meet people. You need to put yourself in situations where opportunities can find you. And when you're out there with a positive attitude, people are going to notice you. They're going to see that you're someone who is motivated, someone who is ready to take action. And that's when the opportunities come. It's the same with anything else you're working toward, whether it's starting your own business, improving your health, or building relationships. Opportunities don't come to people who are stuck in negative thinking, people who are always focused on what's not working. Opportunities come to people who are focused on solutions, people who are excited about the future, and people who take action to make things happen. Now, I know it's not always easy to stay positive. Life can be tough, and there will be times when things don't go your way. But remember, your attitude is the one thing you can control. You can't control other people or situations, but you can control how you respond. And when you respond with positive energy, you'll start to see a shift in how things unfold for you. When you walk into a room with a positive attitude, people take notice. When you show up with a smile, when you are friendly, when you are focused on what you can do to help others, you attract people who want to be around you. They want to work with you, they want to help you, and they want to be part of whatever it is you're doing. That's how opportunities come your way. Think about it. When you're positive, you're more likely to get invited to events, more likely to be introduced to the right people, more likely to hear about new opportunities that others might miss. And that's because your energy is magnetic. You're not just waiting for the world to hand you opportunities. You're creating your own opportunities by showing up with the right energy. So here's what I want you to do. Every day, make a conscious decision to put out positive energy. Start your day by thinking about what you're grateful for. Focus on the good things in your life and build from there. When you face challenges, keep your focus on what you can do, not on what you can't do. When things don't go your way, ask yourself, what's the lesson in this? How can I turn this into an opportunity? And when you're interacting with others, show up with a smile. Be someone who listens, who encourages, who looks for ways to help. Don't just wait for people to give you something. Be someone who is willing to give first. The more you give, the more you'll receive. That's the law of positive energy. It always comes back to you. Opportunities are all around you. They're waiting for you to notice them. But you won't notice them if you're stuck in negative thinking, or if you're not putting out the right energy. The more positive energy you put out, the more opportunities you'll attract into your life. Get out there. Start putting out that positive energy. Take action. Meet people. Learn new things. Keep your mind open. And remember, the more you give, the more you'll receive. The more positive energy you put into the world, the more opportunities will come your way. It's as simple as that. Number 3, the impact of positive thinking on your goals. I'm not saying that thinking positively is some kind of magic trick that will make everything fall into place. But what I am saying is this: your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your future. If you want to hit your goals, it all starts with the way you think. The truth is, negative thinking holds you back. It's like a weight on your shoulders, pulling you down. When you focus on everything that could go wrong, all the obstacles in your way, and all the reasons why something can't be done, you start to feel stuck. But positive thinking is like a boost of energy that moves you forward. It gives you the belief that you can handle what comes your way, and that you can keep going even when things get tough. When you think positively, you change the way you see your goals. Instead of looking at them as big, impossible mountains to climb, you start to see them as challenges you can overcome. You see the path ahead, not just the obstacles. And when you see the path, you take the next step. When you're thinking positively, you believe that no matter how big your goal is, you have the ability to make it happen. That belief is the first key to reaching your goal. Here's the thing: goals are hard. They require work, effort, and persistence. You're going to face roadblocks. You're going to hit walls. And there are going to be moments when you wonder if it's even worth it. But here's where positive thinking makes all the difference. It helps you stay focused on what's possible. It helps you believe that, even in tough times, you're capable of finding a way to keep moving forward. When you have a positive mindset, you start to see opportunities instead of problems. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, you focus on what you can do with what you've got. And that's a game changer. Positive thinking helps you take action, even when you don't have all the answers yet. It gets you started, and then it helps you keep going when things don't go as planned. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever set a goal and then immediately started doubting yourself? Maybe you thought, I don't have the right skills, or this is too big for me. That's what negative thinking does. It holds you back. But when you replace those doubts with positive thoughts like, I can learn what I need to, or I can find a way around this, you start moving forward again. Positive thinking also helps you build resilience. When things don't go your way, it's easy to get discouraged and give up. But when you think positively, you look at setbacks as part of the process. You don't see them as failures. You see them as lessons. Each setback teaches you something valuable that gets you one step closer to your goal. The more you embrace the learning process, the stronger you become. And let me tell you this: the people who are successful aren't the ones who never face challenges. They're the ones who know how to stay positive through tough times. They know how to keep their mindset right, even when things aren't going their way. And that's why they keep moving forward and ultimately reach their goals. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say you set a goal to lose weight. You might hit the gym, start eating healthier, and do everything you can. But after a couple of weeks, the scale doesn't show much progress. Now, if you're thinking negatively, you might start telling yourself, this isn't working, or I'll never get the results I want. That's what negative thinking does. It makes you give up. But if you're thinking positively, you might say, okay, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm making progress, and I'll keep going. Positive thinking helps you keep pushing forward. It's the same with any goal. Whether you want to start a business, get a promotion at work, or improve your relationships, you'll face challenges. You'll face setbacks. But when you keep a positive attitude, you stay focused on what you can do to move forward. You focus on solutions instead of problems. Positive thinking also helps you keep your motivation high. When you focus on the good things, on what's possible, you stay excited about your goals. You're energized by the thought of what you can achieve, and that energy helps you stay on track. When you feel good about what you're doing, you're more likely to keep taking action. Now, I want you to think about this. Where are you focusing your thoughts? Are you focusing on everything that could go wrong? Or are you focusing on what's going right? Are you focusing on the obstacles? Or are you focusing on the opportunities? The way you think will determine how far you go. Positive thinking doesn't make the obstacles go away, but it helps you deal with them. It helps you take the necessary steps to overcome them. So here's what I want you to do from this moment on. Commit to thinking positively about your goals. Every time you face a challenge, instead of focusing on the difficulty, Focus on what you can learn from it. Every time you hit a roadblock, remind yourself that you're getting closer to your goal, and the effort is worth it. Every time you doubt yourself, replace those doubts with thoughts like, I can do this, or I'll figure it out. Positive thinking will keep you motivated, keep you focused, and keep you moving toward your goals. And remember, it's not about having the perfect plan or the perfect situation. It's about taking action, staying positive, and trusting yourself to keep going. That's what will get you to where you want to be. Think positive, stay focused, and watch how your goals start to become your reality. Number 4, attracting support and help from others. One of the most powerful things you can do to move toward your goals is to surround yourself with the right people. Let's be honest, we all need help. Whether you're building a business, working on personal growth, or just trying to get through life, the truth is that none of us can do it all on our own. The good news is, the right people want to help you. But first, you've got to know how to attract their support. Here's the key. You attract support when you put out the right energy. It's simple. If you're someone who is positive, who is willing to help others, who is working hard and staying focused on your goals, people notice that. They want to be around that kind of energy. And when you attract the right people, they're more likely to offer you their support, advice, and resources. But how do you attract the right people into your life? It all starts with your attitude. When you have a positive attitude, you naturally draw in people who want to see you succeed. People want to be around others who are motivated, who are moving forward, and who are doing things with purpose. When you have that kind of energy, people want to get involved. They want to help. They see that you're serious about what you're doing, and they want to be a part of it. You see, when you put out positive energy, people feel good about being around you. And that's important, because the people who feel good around you are the ones who are going to offer support. They're going to lend a hand when you need it. They're going to give you advice when you ask for it. They're going to introduce you to the right connections. But this only happens when you show up with the right attitude and energy. Another key to attracting support is being willing to ask for help. So many people struggle because they try to do everything on their own. They think that if they ask for help, it makes them weak, or that they'll be seen as incompetent. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Asking for help shows that you are smart enough to recognize that you don't have all the answers. It shows that you're serious about your goals and willing to learn from others. The people who are most successful aren't the ones who never need help. They're the ones who know how to ask for it when they need it. They're the ones who understand that success is a team effort, and they aren't afraid to lean on the expertise of others. So if you want to attract support, you've got to be willing to reach out and ask for it. Don't be afraid to ask questions, seek advice, or ask for a hand when you need it. And here's something else. You can't just take. If you want to attract support from others, you've got to be willing to give too. Support is a two-way street. When you're helping others, they're more likely to help you in return. When you're showing kindness, offering your time and being there for people, they start to feel connected to you. And that connection opens the door to mutual support. One of the best ways to attract support is by being genuinely interested in others. When you take the time to listen to people, to understand their needs, and to offer help where you can, you build strong, lasting relationships. People are more likely to support you when they feel like you've got their back. Relationships based on trust and mutual respect are the foundation for attracting support. So don't just focus on what you can get from others. Focus on how you can help, too. Another important point is showing gratitude. When someone offers you support, thank them. Appreciate the help you receive. People love to feel appreciated, and when you show gratitude, it strengthens the bond between you and the person helping you. It makes them want to help you even more. So whether it's a small favor or big support, always take a moment to express your thanks. Support also comes from being clear about your goals. When you have a clear vision for what you want to achieve, people are more likely to offer their help. When you know exactly what you're working toward, it becomes easier for others to step in and contribute to your journey. If you don't know what you want, how can anyone else help you get there? So get clear about your goals and share that vision with the people around you. You'd be surprised how many people will step up to support you once they understand where you're headed. Now let's talk about the power of collaboration. Some of the best opportunities for support come from working together with others. You don't have to do everything alone. Teaming up with the right people, people who share your values, your vision, or your passion, can take you farther than you ever could on your own. When you collaborate, you're not just gaining support, you're also sharing knowledge, ideas, and resources. Working together opens up new possibilities that you might not have thought of before. But keep this in mind, not everyone is going to offer their support, and that's okay. You don't need everyone to support you. What you need is the right people, the ones who believe in you, who see your potential, and who want to see you succeed. Focus on attracting the people who bring positive energy into your life. The rest will take care of itself. In the end, attracting support isn't about manipulating others or trying to get something for nothing. It's about being the kind of person others want to be around. It's about putting out positive energy, being open to help, giving back, and building real relationships. When you do this, the support you need will come to you. So remember, be the person people want to help. Show up with a positive attitude, be willing to ask for help, and offer support to others when you can. The more you put out, the more you'll attract. And soon you'll find that the right people and the right opportunities are there, ready to help you move closer to your goals. Number 5, overcoming fear with a positive attitude. Fear is something we all deal with. It's normal. It's part of being human. But here's the truth. Fear doesn't have to control you. In fact, you have the power to face your fears head on and move forward. But it all starts with how you think about fear and how you choose to respond to it. And that's where having a positive attitude comes into play. First, let's talk about what fear actually is. Fear is just an emotion. It's a natural response when we're faced with something uncertain, something we don't know, or something that feels risky. It's a way of protecting us from danger. But the problem is, sometimes our fears aren't based on real danger. Sometimes they're just based on the stories we tell ourselves, the what-ifs that run through our heads. What if I fail? What if people judge me? What if it doesn't work out? These fears often come from imagining the worst possible outcome, even when it's unlikely to happen. The good news is, you don't have to let these fears control you. You can change the way you respond to fear by adopting a positive attitude. And here's why. When you focus on the positive side of things, you shift your attention away from the worst-case scenario and towards the possibilities. Instead of thinking, what if I fail? You start to think, what if I succeed? Instead of seeing fear as a roadblock, you start to see it as a challenge that you can overcome. And when you shift your focus like that, fear loses its power over you. A positive attitude gives you the courage to face your fears. It doesn't mean that you're never scared. Everyone gets scared. But when you approach fear with a positive mindset, you give yourself the strength to move through it. You look at fear as a natural part of the process, not as something to avoid. You understand that fear is a sign that you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. And that's where growth happens. Fear means you're stepping into new territory. And that's exactly where you want to be if you want to achieve something great. Let's talk about action for a second. Fear often paralyzes people. It makes them freeze. But the key to overcoming fear is action. When you take action, fear starts to lose its grip on you. The more you do, the more confident you become. Each step you take is like a little victory over fear. It's like a muscle that gets stronger every time you use it. The more you act despite your fear, the more you show yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. And here's something important to remember. Fear doesn't go away. It's always going to be there in some form. But what changes is how you respond to it. When you have a positive attitude, you don't let fear stop you. You don't let it keep you from taking the next step. You don't let it convince you that you can't do it. Instead, you use it as fuel to keep going. You look at fear and say, I'm not going to let you control me. I'm going to keep moving forward anyway. Now, a positive attitude also helps you reframe your thoughts. Instead of letting fear make you think you're not good enough, capable enough, or strong enough, you can change those thoughts into something more empowering. Instead of thinking, I'm not ready for this, you can think, I'm learning and growing with every step I take. Instead of thinking, this is too hard for me, you can think, this challenge is helping me get better. When you change the way you think, fear loses its power to hold you back. Another way a positive attitude helps you overcome fear is by building your confidence. The more you focus on your strengths, your abilities, and the progress you've already made, the more you realize that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. When you're positive, you focus on what you can do, not on what you can't do. And when you believe in yourself, fear doesn't seem so big anymore. It becomes something you can handle, something that's just part of the journey. Let's also talk about how fear affects your actions. When you're afraid, you tend to second-guess yourself. You hesitate. You wonder if you're making the right choice. But a positive attitude helps you trust yourself. It helps you make decisions with confidence, even when things are uncertain. Instead of worrying about all the ways things could go wrong, you focus on what you can do to make things go right. That's the power of positive thinking. And one of the best ways to build a positive attitude when facing fear is to surround yourself with positive influences. When you're around people who lift you up, who believe in you, and who encourage you, it becomes easier to face your fears. Positive people can help remind you that fear is just temporary and that you have everything you need to overcome it. They'll remind you that you're not alone in this journey and that together you can face whatever challenges come your way. Sometimes it's also helpful to remember your why. When fear starts to creep in, remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. Why is this goal important to you? What do you want to achieve? When you focus on your purpose, the fear becomes smaller. It puts things into perspective and helps you push through. You remember that the rewards are worth the risk and that fear isn't going to stand in your way. Now let's be real. Fear doesn't go away overnight. It's something you'll have to work through time and time again. But the more you face it with a positive attitude, the easier it gets. The more you take action, the more you build your confidence, the more you change your mindset, the less power fear has over you. And the more you focus on the positive, the more you'll realize that fear is just a stepping stone on your path to success. So here's the challenge for you. When fear shows up, don't run from it. Don't let it stop you. Use your positive attitude to push forward. Trust in yourself. Take action and keep your eyes on the prize. Fear is just a part of the journey. And with the right mindset, you can use it to fuel your success. You are stronger than your fears, and you have everything you need to overcome them. Number 6, staying positive even when things go wrong. Life is full of ups and downs. We all go through tough times, whether it's dealing with setbacks, facing unexpected challenges, or just having one of those days where nothing seems to go right. But here's the thing, just because things aren't going well, doesn't mean you have to let your attitude go down with them. Staying positive even when things go wrong is one of the most powerful tools you can have in your toolbox. The truth is, life is unpredictable. Sometimes things happen that are completely out of our control. You might lose a job, face a personal crisis, or encounter failure on the road to your goals. And in those moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, frustrated, or discouraged. But staying positive doesn't mean ignoring the tough stuff or pretending it's not happening. Staying positive means choosing how you respond. It means deciding not to let your circumstances define your attitude. When things go wrong, it's natural to feel disappointed or upset. But the key is not to let those feelings take over. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong, try to focus on what you can control. There's always something you can do, even in the hardest moments. It might not be the perfect solution, but even small actions can shift your mindset and put you back on the path towards success. One of the first steps in staying positive is to acknowledge the situation. Don't try to ignore it or push your emotions aside. It's okay to feel upset or frustrated, but don't let those feelings linger. Allow yourself a moment to process and then decide to move forward. Don't stay stuck in negativity. Choose to take a step forward, even if it's a small one. When things go wrong, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeing everything through a negative lens. But a positive attitude helps you reframe those situations. Instead of thinking this is the worst thing that could happen, try thinking, what can I learn from this? Every setback, every failure, every challenge holds a lesson. And if you can shift your perspective, you'll see that these tough times aren't just obstacles, they're opportunities for growth. Staying positive also means not letting fear take over when things go wrong. Fear can make everything feel bigger than it really is. It can make you believe that the problem is insurmountable, or that there's no way out. But fear is often just a product of your thoughts, and it's rarely as big as it seems. When you stay positive, you can put fear in its place. You can remind yourself that this is just a moment in time, and it won't last forever. No matter how tough things seem right now, you have the strength to get through them. Another important part of staying positive is not letting setbacks define you. It's easy to start thinking, I'm a failure, or I'm not good enough, when things don't go as planned. But that's not true. One mistake or failure doesn't define your entire life. It doesn't take away from all the things you've already accomplished. You are not your mistakes. You are the person who gets back up, learns from the experience, and keeps moving forward. You also have the choice to stay positive by controlling your focus. It's easy to focus on the negatives when things go wrong, but that's not helpful. Instead, focus on what you can control and what you've already achieved. Even when things aren't going perfectly, you still have things to be grateful for. Focus on your progress, your strengths, and the things that are going right, no matter how small they seem. Shifting your focus to the positive aspects of your life helps you maintain perspective and keeps you moving forward. And let's not forget about the power of perseverance. Staying positive doesn't mean everything will be easy, or that you'll always have the perfect solution. Sometimes staying positive is about simply refusing to quit. It's about saying, even though this isn't working out right now, I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep going. Perseverance is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's the ability to keep moving forward, even when the road gets tough. Another thing to keep in mind when things go wrong is that you don't have to do it alone. It's okay to reach out for support. Whether it's friends, family, a mentor, or even a professional, having someone to lean on can make all the difference. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes a fresh perspective or a listening ear is exactly what you need to get back on track. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. When things are tough, it's also important to take care of yourself. You can't stay positive if you're running on empty. Make sure you're getting enough rest, eating well, and taking time to recharge. Self-care is an essential part of maintaining a positive attitude, especially when things aren't going as planned. If you're not taking care of yourself, it's harder to stay focused and stay positive. Finally, remind yourself that setbacks are temporary. No matter how difficult things seem right now, they won't last forever. Things will get better, and you have the power to make that happen. When you stay positive, you create the energy and mindset that allows you to push through difficult times and come out stronger on the other side. Your attitude is everything. When you choose to stay positive, you give yourself the best chance to turn things around and keep moving toward your goals. In life, things won't always go according to plan. You'll face challenges, make mistakes, and encounter setbacks. But the way you respond to those challenges is what makes all the difference. Staying positive, even when things go wrong, is a choice. It's a mindset that you can develop and strengthen every day. And when you make that choice, you'll find that no matter what life throws your way, you have the ability to handle it with grace and perseverance. So when things aren't going right, don't give in to negativity. Don't let the tough times define you. Instead, choose to stay positive. Focus on what you can control. Take action. Learn from the experience and keep going. Because the road to success is rarely straight, but with a positive attitude, you'll find the strength to keep moving forward. Number 7, positivity and self-discipline. Self-discipline is one of the most important skills you can develop if you want to succeed in life. But here's something you may not realize. Self-discipline and positivity go hand in hand. The more positive your mindset is, the easier it becomes to stay disciplined and take consistent action toward your goals. Let me explain why. Self-discipline isn't about being perfect or always doing the right thing at the right time. It's about making the right choices, especially when it's tough. It's about showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it. And that's where positivity comes into play. When you have a positive attitude, it becomes much easier to stay disciplined because you believe that your efforts will pay off. You see the value in doing the hard work, even when the results aren't immediate. A positive mindset helps you focus on what you want, not on what you're avoiding. Often when people struggle with self-discipline, it's because they're focusing too much on the difficulty of the task at hand. They think about how hard it's going to be, or how much they don't want to do it. But when you stay positive, you shift your focus from the difficulty to the reward. You remind yourself why you're doing it in the first place. Whether it's for better health, personal growth, financial freedom, or a successful career. Keeping your eyes on the bigger picture gives you the motivation to stay disciplined. Another thing positivity does is it helps you bounce back when you slip up. We all make mistakes. Sometimes we miss a deadline, skip a workout, or make a poor choice. But a positive attitude helps you see these setbacks as temporary, not as failures. It helps you get back on track faster. Instead of thinking, I messed up, and now I've ruined everything, you can think, okay, that didn't go as planned, but I'll get back to it tomorrow. Positivity helps you stay resilient. It helps you get back up and keep going, no matter how many times you fall. Positivity also helps you make better decisions. When you're in a positive frame of mind, you're more likely to make choices that align with your goals. You're less likely to give in to instant gratification or bad habits. Instead of saying, I'll skip the gym today, you say, I know that going will help me feel better and get closer to my fitness goals. When you focus on the positives of doing the right thing, It makes self-discipline easier because the reward feels more powerful than the temptation. One of the key elements of self-discipline is consistency, and positivity helps you stay consistent. When you believe that your efforts are worth it, you're more likely to show up every day, even when it's tough. It helps you push through the days when you don't feel like doing anything, because you know that consistency is the key to long-term success. A positive attitude helps you understand that small daily actions add up over time. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about making the effort, day in and day out. Staying positive also helps you build a strong inner drive. When you believe in yourself and maintain a positive attitude, you don't rely on external motivation to keep you going. You don't need someone else to push you. You push yourself. You become self-motivated because you know that you have the power to create the life you want. Positive thinking helps you stay focused on the journey, not just the destination. You enjoy the process because you know it's making you better, even if it's hard work. Another benefit of positivity and self-discipline is that they both help you break through procrastination. One of the biggest obstacles to self-discipline is procrastination, the habit of putting things off until later. But when you maintain a positive attitude, you can stop procrastination in its tracks. You realize that there's no need to wait for the perfect moment or for motivation to magically appear. You can start right now because you know that taking small steps will get you closer to your goal. When you have a positive attitude, you stop making excuses. You stop telling yourself things like, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I don't have time." Instead, you find a way to make it happen. You prioritize your goals, and you take action, even if it's just a little bit at a time. A positive mindset helps you eliminate the self-sabotaging thoughts that lead to procrastination and replace them with action-driven thoughts. Now let's talk about how positivity affects your energy levels. When you stay positive, you're more energized. Positivity gives you a mental and emotional boost that helps you stay focused and productive. You're more likely to take care of your body, exercise, and get enough rest because you understand the importance of keeping your energy up. And when you feel good physically, it's easier to stay disciplined and focused on your tasks. Your body and mind work together, and positivity fuels both. One more thing to remember: self-discipline isn't about perfection. It's about making progress. And when you maintain a positive attitude, you celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Instead of being hard on yourself for not doing everything perfectly, you give yourself credit for showing up, for taking action, and for moving forward. That's what helps build momentum. The more positive reinforcement you give yourself, the more likely you are to stay disciplined and keep going. In the end, positivity and self-discipline work together to help you achieve your goals. Positivity fuels your motivation. It keeps you focused, helps you bounce back from setbacks, and makes it easier to stay consistent. Self-discipline makes sure you keep taking the right actions, even when you don't feel like it. Together, they create a powerful combination that can lead to success, no matter what your goals are. So if you're struggling with self-discipline, ask yourself this: are you staying positive? Are you focusing on the benefits of your efforts, even when it gets tough? Are you reminding yourself that every small step forward is progress? The more you strengthen your positive mindset, the easier it will be to stay disciplined and keep moving toward your dreams. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent positive actions over time. And when you keep your attitude right and your discipline strong, you'll find that nothing can stop you from achieving everything you set out to do. Number 8, turning negativity into positivity. We all face negative situations in life. Times when things just don't seem to go our way, or when people or circumstances drag us down. But here's the thing: negativity doesn't have to stay with you. You can turn it around. In fact, learning to turn negativity into positivity is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. It's not about denying the negative, but about choosing how to respond to it. Let me show you how you can do that. First, let's talk about what negativity really is. Negative thoughts and feelings aren't just about having a bad day or feeling upset. They're often rooted in fear, doubt, or frustration. When something goes wrong, your mind can quickly jump to the worst-case scenario. You might think things like, "This is never going to work," or "I'm not good enough." These kinds of thoughts are automatic, but they don't have to define you. The key is recognizing them and choosing to change your mindset. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, take a step back, pause. Don't let the negative thought take over. Instead, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is there another way to look at this situation? More often than not, you'll find that the negative thought you're having is exaggerated or unhelpful. It's based on emotions, not facts. And when you can separate the emotion from the reality, you can start to shift your thinking. Turning negativity into positivity starts with awareness. It's about catching those negative thoughts before they spiral out of control. The moment you notice yourself feeling down, frustrated, or anxious, take a deep breath and pause. It's okay to feel those things, but don't let them consume you. Acknowledge the negative thought, but don't let it control you. Instead, replace it with a positive or constructive thought. For example, if you're facing a difficult task and your first thought is, "I can't do this," reframe it by thinking, "This is challenging, but I can learn how to handle it." Instead of thinking, "I always mess up," think, "I made a mistake, but I can learn from it and do better next time." This simple shift in your thinking can make a huge difference in how you approach the situation. Another key to turning negativity into positivity is focusing on gratitude. When things aren't going well, it's easy to fall into a mindset of scarcity, feeling like nothing is going your way and that things are out of your control. But gratitude is a powerful tool that helps you shift your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. When you focus on the good things in your life, no matter how small, it helps to put things in perspective. It reminds you that even in the midst of negativity, there are always things to be thankful for. For instance, let's say you've had a tough day at work. You might be feeling stressed, frustrated, or undervalued. But instead of letting those negative feelings take over, take a moment to think about what you're grateful for. Maybe you're thankful for your health, for your family, or for the opportunity to learn and grow in your career. Maybe you have a roof over your head, or a friend who supports you. When you focus on these positive aspects, it helps to shift your mindset and turn the negative energy around. Another important way to turn negativity into positivity is by controlling your environment. The people you spend time with, the information you consume, and the places you go all have an impact on your mindset. If you're constantly around negative people or watching negative news, it's easy to get caught up in that energy. But you have the power to change that. Surround yourself with positive influences. Spend time with people who uplift and inspire you. Fill your mind with positive thoughts and empowering ideas. This can help drown out the negativity and replace it with positivity. When you actively seek out positivity, you'll notice a shift in your own mindset. It becomes easier to stay positive, even in the face of challenges, because you've trained your mind to focus on the good. And remember, positivity isn't about ignoring the difficulties. It's about choosing to face them with a mindset that allows you to find solutions and opportunities, rather than getting stuck in the problem. One of the most powerful ways to turn negativity into positivity is through self-talk. The way you speak to yourself has a huge impact on your mindset. When you're going through a tough time, it's easy to be your own worst critic. You might tell yourself, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough." But that kind of self-talk only fuels the negativity. Instead, try speaking to yourself with kindness and encouragement. Tell yourself, "I can get through this," or "I've faced challenges before, and I can handle this too." The more you speak positively to yourself, the easier it becomes to shift your mindset and turn negative situations into opportunities for growth. Turning negativity into positivity is also about taking action. It's easy to get stuck in negative thinking when you're not doing anything about it. But when you take action, even small steps, it helps to shift your energy. For example, if you're feeling negative about your career, take a few minutes to update your resume or look for new opportunities. If you're feeling frustrated with your health, take a walk or make a healthy meal. Action helps break the cycle of negativity and gives you a sense of control. Lastly, remember that positivity is a habit. The more you practice turning negativity into positivity, the easier it becomes. It's not something that happens overnight, but the more you make it a part of your daily routine, the more natural it will feel. Start small. Begin by catching your negative thoughts and challenging them. Replace them with positive, empowering thoughts. Over time, this will become second nature, and you'll find that negativity no longer has the power to hold you back. Turning negativity into positivity doesn't mean pretending that everything is perfect or ignoring the challenges you face. It means choosing how you respond. It means shifting your focus to what you can control and finding opportunities in the midst of adversity. It means taking ownership of your mindset and making the decision to be positive, no matter what. So the next time you face a negative situation or a tough challenge, remember, you have the power to turn it around. Catch those negative thoughts, challenge them, and replace them with something positive. Focus on gratitude. Surround yourself with positivity. Take action, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. The more you practice turning negativity into positivity, the more you'll see your life begin to change. Because positivity isn't just a mindset, it's a choice, and it's one you can make every single day. Number 9, turning challenges into growth. Life is full of challenges. Whether it's facing a tough situation at work, struggling with personal issues, or dealing with unexpected obstacles, challenges are a part of life. But here's the thing, challenges don't have to stop you. In fact, they can be the very things that help you grow. It's all about how you look at them and how you respond. Today, I want to show you how you can turn challenges into opportunities for growth. The first thing to understand is that challenges are a natural part of life. No one gets through life without facing some kind of obstacle. Whether you're just starting out in your career, or you've been working toward a goal for years, you're going to encounter bumps along the way, and that's okay. In fact, those bumps are often the most important parts of your journey. They are what push you to become better, stronger, and more capable. But here's the trick, the way you handle challenges will determine whether they hold you back or help you grow. The key is to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, see them as stepping stones. Instead of thinking, this is too hard, think, what can I learn from this? Instead of feeling defeated, ask yourself, how can I use this challenge to become better? Every challenge you face is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself and the world around you. When you're going through a tough time, it's easy to feel like everything is falling apart. You might be frustrated, stressed, or even angry. But if you take a step back and look at the situation from a different perspective, you'll see that challenges are actually teachers. They teach you resilience, problem solving, and perseverance. They show you what you're truly capable of. Think about it. The most successful people in the world didn't get to where they are by avoiding challenges. They faced them head on and learned from each one. Every failure, every mistake, every tough moment was a lesson that helped them grow and get better. The same is true for you. The more challenges you face, the more you'll learn, and the stronger you'll become. When you encounter a challenge, ask yourself this simple question: what can I learn from this? Instead of focusing on the negative aspects of the situation, look for the lesson. Maybe you're learning how to be more patient, how to manage your time better, or how to handle stress. Every challenge you face gives you a chance to improve yourself, your skills, and your mindset. And that's how growth happens, through continuous learning and improvement. It's also important to remember that growth doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. When you're facing a challenge, it may feel like you're stuck or not making progress. But even when things seem difficult, you are still growing. Every effort you put in, no matter how small, is moving you forward. Sometimes growth is slow, but it's always happening. The key is to keep pushing forward, even when you don't see immediate results. One of the most powerful ways to turn challenges into growth is to focus on solutions, not problems. When you encounter a challenge, it's easy to get stuck in the problem itself. You might dwell on how difficult the situation is, or how unfair it seems. But that only keeps you stuck in a negative mindset. Instead, focus on finding a solution. What can you do to move forward? What steps can you take to overcome this obstacle? When you focus on solutions, you take control of the situation, and that's when growth happens. Remember, challenges are a test of your character. How you respond to adversity says a lot about who you are and what you're made of. When you face a challenge with a positive, solution-oriented mindset, you show resilience and strength. You prove to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way, and that builds confidence. Every time you face a challenge and come out stronger on the other side, you believe in yourself more. You realize that you're capable of achieving even bigger things, because you've already overcome so much. One thing that's important to understand is that growth often happens outside of your comfort zone. When everything is easy, you're not really growing. It's when you're challenged, when things aren't going smoothly, that you have the chance to stretch yourself and learn new skills. Challenges push you to be creative, to think differently, and to try new things. That's how you build your strength and resilience. The more you embrace challenges, the more you expand your potential. It's also important to celebrate your growth along the way. When you face a challenge and push through it, take a moment to acknowledge how far you've come. It doesn't matter if you've reached your final goal yet. The fact that you've overcome an obstacle is a victory in itself. Celebrating your progress helps keep you motivated and reminds you of your strength. It gives you the energy to keep going, even when the next challenge arises. Here's something to keep in mind. Challenges are temporary. They don't last forever. Yes, they may seem overwhelming at times, but with the right mindset, you can get through them. And when you look back on those challenges, you'll see how much you've grown. You'll realize that the difficult times were the ones that shaped you the most. They made you stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. Growth isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. The harder the challenge, the greater the growth. And when you face each challenge with determination, perseverance, and a willingness to learn, you'll come out on the other side stronger than you ever imagined. Number 10, your choice to win. Life is full of choices. Every single day you are faced with decisions that shape your future. And here's the truth. Success is a choice. Winning is a choice. You might not always have control over what happens to you, but you always have control over how you respond. Your mindset, your actions, and your decisions are what will determine whether or not you win in life. Winning doesn't just happen by chance. It's not something that happens to only a lucky few. It's a decision you make every day. And here's the thing. No one can make that decision for you. It's your choice. You decide whether you're going to be the kind of person who takes action, learns from mistakes, and keeps moving forward, or if you're going to let obstacles stop you. The power to succeed, to win, is in your hands. But winning doesn't always mean winning the way you think it does. It's not just about the big victories or the end result. Winning is about making the right choices every day. It's about putting in the work, learning from the challenges, and staying focused on your goals. Winning is about consistency. It's about showing up even when it's hard and continuing to push forward, no matter how many times you fall. And when you make that choice, when you choose to win every day, that's when the real success starts to happen. The first step in choosing to win is understanding that you have to take responsibility for your life. Your circumstances might not always be ideal. Maybe things haven't gone the way you wanted, or you're facing obstacles that seem too big to overcome. But you can't wait for someone else to fix things for you. You can't wait for the perfect moment or the right opportunity. Success doesn't just happen. You have to create it. And that starts with taking responsibility for where you are and where you want to go. When you take responsibility, you realize that you're in control. You stop blaming others, stop making excuses, and stop waiting for things to change. You take charge of your own life, your own choices, and your own actions. You realize that every decision you make, big or small, affects your future, and that's where your power lies. Another key to choosing to win is setting clear, specific goals. You can't just wander through life hoping to win. You have to know what you're aiming for. When you set goals, you give yourself something to work toward, and having that focus is what keeps you moving forward, even when things get tough. A goal gives you purpose, and when you know what you're working toward, you'll be more motivated to keep going. But setting goals is only part of the equation. The real key to winning is taking consistent action toward those goals. Every day you have to choose to work toward your goals, no matter what. It's easy to feel motivated when things are going well. But what about when it's hard? What about when you don't feel like it? That's when your choice to win matters the most. Because success doesn't come from feeling motivated all the time. It comes from making the decision to do the work, even when you don't feel like it. Taking consistent action means doing something every day that gets you closer to your goals. It's about making small, steady progress, even on the tough days. And trust me, there will be tough days. But those are the days that matter most. Those are the days when you decide, I'm not going to quit, I'm going to keep going. And that's what separates the winners from the rest. Winners don't quit when it gets hard. They keep going. They make the choice to keep moving forward, no matter what. Part of choosing to win is also learning from your mistakes. No one is perfect, and no one wins every time. But the key to winning isn't avoiding failure. It's learning from it. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of giving up, look at it as an opportunity to learn. Ask yourself, what can I take from this? What did I do wrong? And how can I do it better next time? Winners don't fear failure. They embrace it as part of the journey. They understand that each failure is just a stepping stone on the path to success. Another important aspect of winning is believing in yourself. You have to truly believe that you're capable of achieving your goals, even when others might doubt you. There will always be people who don't understand your vision, who don't believe in your dreams, but you have to trust yourself. You have to believe that you have what it takes to get where you want to go. Confidence is built through action. The more you show up and do the work, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of winning. And here's the final point. Choosing to win means being persistent. It means not giving up when things get tough, and not letting failure define you. It means getting up, dusting yourself off, and trying again over and over. It's easy to give up after a setback, but true winners don't quit. They keep going because they know that persistence is the key to success. Every day you have the choice to win. You choose to show up, to do the work, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep moving forward. The good news is that you don't have to do it alone. The world is full of people who have achieved great things, and they've done it by making the same choice you have the chance to make, the choice to win. You don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to have all the answers. But you do need to make that decision. You need to decide that you will not let anything stop you from reaching your goals. Your choice to win is the most powerful thing you have. It's not about being the best or having the most talent. It's about showing up every day and making the choice to do what it takes. When you make that choice, you'll start to see results. You'll start to feel the momentum build. And before you know it, you'll be living the life you've always dreamed of. Because success is a choice. It's your choice. So today, make that decision. Choose to win. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back. Take responsibility for your life. Set your goals. Take action. Learn from your mistakes. And keep going. Your choice to win is the key to your success. And when you make that choice, there's nothing that can stop you. Your life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. I hope today's video has shown you how powerful your attitude can be. You have the ability to change your life just by shifting the way you think. A positive attitude isn't just about feeling good. It's about creating opportunities, staying motivated, and making things happen. Remember, you don't have to wait for success to come to you. When you choose to stay positive, no matter the challenges, you'll attract everything you need to achieve your goals. Success is a result of the mindset you carry with you every day. So take this with you. Your attitude is your choice. Make it a good one, and watch how it transforms your future. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiration and motivation. Stay positive, stay focused, and keep pushing forward. The best is yet to come.